Prime Minister right now speaking at the inauguration of the Navi Mumbai Airport. He spoke about a range of issues, but amongst that, the main issue, one issue that he brought up was the 2611 remark of P. Chidambaram. Remember, P. Chidambaram earlier had made a comment that it was under the global pressure that we did not react against Pakistan at the time of the 2611 attack. He said there were diplomatic reasons, there were global pressures, and that is why we could not take a hard stance and we had to relent because we were getting pressure from the global community. And that is what Prime Minister Modi has highlighted and said, and taken this opportunity to attack the previous Congress government and said that they were only indulging in corruption, and he had invoked P. Chidambaram's 2611 remark, in which he mentioned that it was the global pressure that made them let go of a hard stance and at that point of time not take a very strong action against Pakistan, who had been clearly linked due to the evidence that was with India at that point of time. India had the evidence that Pakistan was the background player in this entire incident. But at that point of time, it was the global pressure that made the Indian government back off and not take any military action against Pakistan at that point of time. Now, Prime Minister Modi was speaking in Mumbai, and that is why the entire incident, that attack that happened on 2611 on Mumbai's famous hotel, the Taj, also the entire incident had happened when the terrorists had landed via the sea route and attacked multiple areas, a cafe, also the Chhatrapati Shivaji terminus. And then India had foolproof evidence that it was Pakistan that was behind it by nabbing of a Pakistani national, Ajmal Kasab. But it seems that P. Chidambaram, with that statement, had said that India buckled under global pressure. Joining us right now is India Today's Mustafa Sheikh. Mustafa, the occasion was of infrastructure inauguration, but Prime Minister took this occasion an opportunity to target the previous UPA government on security issues as well, because Mumbai was the city that bled that day. Do tell us what happened.
Well, yes, you can say that because 2611 attacks from Mumbai have remained an issue of, it brings back those memories, and the P. Chidambaram's statements which had come forward in the podcast that now referred to by the Prime Minister Modi, who has, his government has always said that this is new India in the way of responding to Pakistani terror. Pakistani terror earlier, like 2611, got unpunished, but now it's not going that way. And the confession that there was an option of a military option by Indian forces, but it was not used under pressure. And basically, Indian government buckled under pressure is something which has been confessed by Chidambaram, and that's what Prime Minister Modi referred to in his statement to the vaccine.
Right. Mustafa, do tell us, try and refresh our memories as to what had happened on that tragic occasion, and why is it that Prime Minister chose to pick it up? Also, the comments that were made by P. Chidambaram recently, very recently, about why India did not take any military action.
Well, that's true. First, that it was 2611 was unprovoked attacks by 10 terrorists who were proved to be coming from Pakistan. They had taken over a Taj hotel, a five-star hotel in Mumbai, Sabar House. They had sprayed bullets on people at CST station. So that was something which was another attack in which Indians and as well as foreigners were killed, hurt, injured, and taken captive. Accordingly, at the same time, because there was a lot of uproar at that point of time, even citizens were demanding things like war because of the unprovoked attack that it was. And since then, you can say that the statements which have come from P. Chidambaram that they were preparing for military options, but especially from Western countries, there was pressure that should not happen, and eventually they prevailed. And the government under Prime Minister Modi has maintained that any attacks from Pakistan will be given an answer back upon, which has also happened in Operation Sindhu. So that's something which new government takes pride in, and hence exception and confession by P. Chidambaram that they buckled under pressure is something which has been used by Prime Minister to say that the earlier government used to go down to pressure but from the Western countries, but New India will not do so. Back to you.
Right. Thank you very much, Mustafa, for those details. So, the Prime Minister today took this opportunity in Mumbai as he was there to inaugurate the international airport. He attacked the previous UPA government for this, what he projects as the weakness to not reply to Pakistan.